and 15 when they decided to run the ball.
There.
That's when they lost the game. Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
Patriots lose to the worst team in football, 15-10.
So can we steal that this is the new worst game from That's Good Sports?
This is a horrible game.
Because that game was bad. I am glad we didn't go in person.
First there was, Patriots lost this game when when Alex Van Pelt in his infinite wisdom decided, it's 3rd and 15 after a turnover from a blocked punt. I know, let's run the ball on 3rd and 15 in goal line situation. Why? Then you missed the field goal, which you deserved to miss because you decided you didn't want to try to score. So you got what you deserved there.
Frankly, we should have won because the Dolphins were a hot mess this whole game, as were we.
The Dolphins are a terrible team. They're one of the worst teams in the league.
The
reason.
Officiating, the flags,
yeah, it was
my
bizarre.
gosh.
And then, they gave the defense got tired at the end of the game. It's not their fault. They played as best as they could.
Right.
They had a great performance. They only gave up 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. You can't ask for any more than that. You just can't.
They kept the game under 20. That's pretty damn good.
15 points and you lose.
Yeah.
You think they're going to play next week?
No.
You think they're going to try? Because I don't.
I find it really funny that they started throwing the ball in desperation at the end.
There were times when Jacoby had clean pockets and he just
bailed out.
Stares out of his receivers, doesn't throw to them. They're wide open, Douglas in particular.
And you can even see him in some of the replays during the game. He's looking straight downfield.
He had Douglas on a crosser, wide open, just looked at him. Nah, I'm not going to throw the ball.
He had Bourne wide open early in the game.
He doesn't throw those receivers. He's so scared of throwing an interception, he refuses to throw the ball until they're behind and then they have no choice. He is, at this point, I'm just going to say he's a bad quarterback.
He's not good.
He's not a smart quarterback.
No.
Now, they did throw a touchdown to Polk that inexplicably didn't count. I don't know why.
He got robbed.
From what I have heard, apparently you have to get your whole foot in bounds. I don't know when that happened because I've seen plenty of touchdowns that are toe drags in all my years of watching football. I've tried to find this supposed rule. I can't find it.
There was some game last year some article I saw on NBC where Puka had a pass that he caught, or it was a touchdown or something, and they ruled it incomplete because his foot wasn't all the way in or something, and it was a toe tap, almost identical to what happened here. Yeah, there's some obscure part of the rule where
Danny Amendola had a toe tap in the back of the end zone.
Right. I don't know if this is a new rule or a change.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's a brand new rule because I've never heard of it. I guess there's no toe tap catches in the NFL anymore.
I don't know, but that was a touchdown.
That was a clear touchdown. He did exactly what you're taught to do when you're that close to the boundary. Toe tap.
Right.
That's what he did. If that is a rule, it's got to be changed, period.
Yeah.
Because it is a dumb rule that makes things overly complicated. Because if you have to determine whether the intent is to toe tap or not, how do you determine that?
Exactly.
How do you determine that?
Exactly. And the rule, if you read it, it's weird. It's like if you're facing the field or if you're not facing the field, if your toe's in, if your heel's in,
If your intent is to toe tap, it counts, but if it doesn't...
It's so stupid.
It doesn't make any sense. How do you know? Do you have a mind-reading ability? Did you know that Polk didn't intend to put toe tap there?
Right.
How do you know that? Looked to me like he brought his toe down on purpose.
Sure did to me, too. Because he was smart.
But whatever. You shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. But the NFL, you need to re-examine that rule, period.
Yeah.
Because that is a stupid rule. Just make it simple. You don't need to make it complicated.
No.
If the foot part of your foot comes in bounds and hits first, touchdown or in play, period. That's what the rule should be. Whatever part of your foot hits first, if it hits in bounds, it should be good.
They ruled it incomplete.
They ruled it a touchdown at first, which is why I'm shocked they overturned it.
I know. It was very quick,
because it was obvious on replay his toe came down first.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
What a ridiculously bad call.
Or
a bad rule. I don't know. Because I literally can't see the rule in the rule book that says this, that toe taps aren't a thing anymore.
I don't know. The AFC East is a disaster.
Yeah, the Bills are a disaster,
Let's just face it, all the teams except the Dolphins won.
But anyway, and then we get to the last drive where Jacoby apparently thought they had a timeout or doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
I don't either.
He threw to the middle of the field, short of the end zone with 12 seconds left to Hunter Henry. Why would you do that?
The other thing that I find kind of funny is that Henry just kind of like stopped.
I don't know.
He kind of just turned around.
There's nothing he can do.
I know.
He can't get the ball snapped in time.
I know.
He's not expecting to get the ball in there because he's not anywhere close to the sideline.
I don't know if he was thinking that maybe there'd be a guy back there he could have lateraled to, because he turned his whole body around.
He's surprised to see the freaking ball.
Is that what you think it was?
Yes, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's a part of the mutiny.
Oh, there's going to be a mutiny. This is the last we're seeing of Jacoby Brissett. I can tell you right now.
I would be shocked if we saw him again.
Because everybody's going to be freelancing next week if Jacoby Brissett is playing. The defense is going to be freelancing.
There's already been rumors of this, that players are discounting, but reporters are not.
Receivers are pissed.
That's very obvious.
Yeah, the line is bad, but there are plenty of times when Jacoby does not help his line out.
No.
And he is holding the ball. And he hesitates. Even on checkdowns, he hesitates. I don't know why.
There were definitely plenty of opportunities where he had a good maybe 3-4 seconds to throw the ball, and he just holds it.
Just holds it. And you look at the replay, this guy open.
And I'm sorry, in the NFL you have to be able to throw fast. It is what it is.
You don't have a good line, so you should be able to throw the ball in 3-step drops. And he's incapable of doing it.
Right. There were plenty of times where he had space where he could have stepped up and thrown the ball.
I mean, this is a guy that we were told was smart with the football. I have not seen it at all.
No.
I have seen a guy that is scared to throw the ball.
He's washed.
That is afraid to throw an interception. Won't throw any 50-50 ball at all. And even when guys are wide open, especially Douglas, you don't trust Demario Douglas?
I don't understand.
He's your best receiver. You don't trust Demario Douglas? Even when he's wide open?
It's frustrating.
Get him out of there. I'm sorry, get him out of there. I don't even care if you bring in another veteran quarterback because you don't want to start Drake May. Just get this guy out of there. Because you can't have a quarterback that just refuses to throw the ball.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Zappy got picked up by the Chiefs, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But you could bring in anybody. I don't care.
Go call Cam Newton and get his ass in shape.
Seriously, I don't care. You've got to be able to have a guy that will throw the ball.
This game made the Mac Jones years look good.
I would rather have Mac Jones at quarterback. At least he wasn't afraid to throw the ball and throw the interceptions.
Exactly.
At least he wasn't afraid to throw the ball.
He would still just do it. Exactly. He wasn't afraid.
Jacoby is afraid. And it's obvious at this point.
I don't know.
160 yards. He hasn't had a single game with 200 yards. Not a single game. By the way, Stevenson got hurt in this game. So now what?
Basically the whole offense.
So now you're going to bring in what? Harris?
From the practice squad, I guess.
Yeah, so, look, positives in the game. Gonzalez, frankly, ate Tyreek Hill's lunch. He had 69 yards, but most of that was at the end of the game, frankly. And by the way, the only way he got those yards, he had to basically stop his routes.
Gonzalez could have probably had 3 or 4 interceptions.
He should have had 3 interceptions. Gonzalez owned Tyreek Hill. And for some reason, they kept trying to force him the ball. I don't know why.
Right.
Teams have got to learn, stop throwing to Gonzalez. Because he's close to becoming the best corner in football.
Yeah, of all the shit draft picks that Bill made over the last 5 years,
was a win.
He was probably the best one.
I mean, Tyreek Hill literally could not, for the life of him, win a route against him.
No.
Waddle couldn't either when he was covered by Waddle. When he covered Waddle. But, yeah, so they lose. So, looking at the rest of the schedule, there's no one else they could beat.
They beat the Jets the second time? I don't know.
No, they're not going to beat the Jets. The Titans I had as a potential win, but the Titans just blew away this Dolphins team.
Yeah. Well, isn't Will Levis hurt?
Yeah, but who cares? They're still going to blow away the Patriots. I mean, maybe the Jaguars, because the Jaguars are a terrible team. But, because it's in London,
Did
so they'll be jet lagged.
Did the Jaguars just win? I don't know.
I don't know. Did the Jaguars win? Yeah, they did. They won 37-34. Trevor Lawrence, I guess, finally had a good game. What a miracle for him. Guy's been rightfully criticized all year.
But anyways, their schedule's not easy. They have no real gimme games because none of the teams that normally are gimme games
the frustrating thing is this was the game you probably, if you were going to make the switch, this was the game to do it.
That's what everybody said, this was the game.
So now you have to switch it during Houston.
Right, which is...
Because you're going to have to.
Right.
Because otherwise the team's going to mutiny. I mean, they were on the verge right before this game. Now after this game, when you lose 10-15...
Hey, I said they were going to lose in a tie, so I was pretty close. I said 10-10.
You can't lose in a tie.
I said 10-10.
Yeah, I know. So, the game was a disaster to watch, frankly. And their team is boring to watch. Because they just refuse to throw the ball.
Yeah, Schooler had a good play on special teams.
Yeah, the Schooler had a block on punt, which they wasted by running the ball on 3rd and 15.
Right.
They got 100 yards of penalties, the Patriots.
Just nothing was good.
That's coach fireable. 100 yards of penalties? 100 yards. I think it was 99. Close enough.
No, I think it was 100.
That is fireable. Because that's coaching.
Because that nets them to like 60 yards of offense.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
I mean, to commit that many penalties is the coaching staff.
I mean, would the Patriots fire somebody mid-season as a head coach?
I don't see Alex Van Pelt lasting this whole season.
But would they fire Mayo halfway through?
No,
I don't know.
Mayo, they're going to give a break too. But Alex Van Pelt, I could see them firing. He has been an embarrassment.
Defense, they've been fine.
Yeah, the defense is fine, but they won't be fine next week because
right. Covington's
they're
been an okay.
well.
job.
No, they're gonna start freelancing next week. What would you care? I would only at this point. If I was on the defense, I'd be like, screw it. I'm just gonna go for my own stats.
Maybe.
So I can get traded and get out of here, or get a paycheck eventually.
Keon White also had a couple real bad penalties in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. They lose 15-10 and probably the worst game I've ever watched.
I don't know what.
One of them.
Yeah, a couple of those Max Jones games were bad. This one tops it.
This one was horrible. This was literally horrible. I mean, what are you doing? I can't get over Jacoby throwing the ball to the middle of the field to Hunter Henry with 12 seconds left, thinking they had a timeout.
It reminds me of that Cowboys game where they just made some really stupid decisions.
Yeah, where Dak Prescott idiotically scrambled.
Right, that's what that reminded me of.
That's what Jacoby basically did, the throwing equivalent of that.
Right, that's what I thought of. I'm like, wait, this is
you
what
have to
the
take
Cowboys
you have
did.
to take a shot at the end zone, and he doesn't. Or you have to do a quick sideline pass to get closer for a shot at the end zone, and he doesn't.
That's what I thought they were doing.
No, Alex Van Pelt decided. And by the way, all the routes were in the middle of the field, so that's an Alex Van Pelt thing.
Right. You throw to the
not knowing the
sideline.
situation whatsoever.
Just a bad game.
No, not. Jacoby better not be starting next week. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Joe Milton. I don't care if it's Drake May. I don't care if they bring some guy off the street. Just this cannot continue with his, frankly, dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Just because you're not throwing interceptions doesn't mean you're not making dumb decisions.
Yep.
And that's what Jacoby is doing.
Yep. He's not a good quarterback.
Whatever. We'll preview the loss against the Texans next week. What do you want me to say? They're going to lose that game.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they're going to go 1-16. That's very obvious.
They should have lost the Bengals game for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, they should have lost. Oh, no, they're going to get the number 1 pick. Carolina's a better team. Have you seen Carolina? Carolina looks much better.
They lost today.
They blew out. They did get creamed by the Bears, but they blew out the Raiders last week. They're going to win more than one game.
Yeah, they will, for sure. There aren't that many teams that are as bad as us. Really.
No, we're the worst team in the league. Whatever. That's enough. Tired of ranting. The Dolphins, the whole division sucks, frankly. Even the Bills suck.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, the AFC sucks. Kansas City sucks. They're 4-0. They suck. Their offense is terrible. It's bizarre. The NFC is for sure winning the Super Bowl this year.
I know.
The whole AFC sucks. The best team in the AFC, the Chiefs, have no offense at all.
Are you done ranting?
It's unbelievable.
Are you done?
How bad the AFC is.
Are you done?
Yeah, I guess.
The AFC is bad.
The AFC is very bad. Very bad. Whatever. This is Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching. Take care.